Hello guys, my name is Jackie and I'm a specialized IELTS tutor, and this is the video to introduce the newest IELTS speaking topics to examinees, and I hope that my video will be useful for your IELTS speaking study. And if you want to have the newest IELTS study materials like study books, you can send me email and you can visit my website for your IELTS study. So please subscribe to my page if you're watching the video. Thank you so much. Okay, let me start. So today's IELTS speaking part 1 topic is about running. So the first one is, how often do you go for a run? And my answer is, one of my hobbies is jogging in a park. So about 3 times a week, I go to a park to go for a run. However, in my daily life, I rarely have a chance to run because I usually use my car and public transport. And next one is, where do you usually go running? And my answer is, I live in a city, and as our city is crowded with cars and many people, it is not easy to find a place to run. So when I want to run, I usually go to a park because it has jogging tracks and it is safe to enjoy jogging on those jogging tracks. And next one is, do you like running? And my answer is, yes, I like. Actually, I can't have enough chances to run due to my busy schedule. But when I have free time, I enjoy jogging because it is a good exercise for my health, and it is a good way to reduce my stress. So jogging is a good way to reduce people's stress. And the last one is, do you think running is a good way to stay healthy? And my answer is, yes, I do. As widely known, running is a good way to improve mental health, as it is a good aerobic exercise. It is also a good exercise for mental health, because while running, people can reduce stress from their work and study. So while running, you can forget everything. So you can just focus on running. So it is a good way to reduce stress, which is good for your mental health. Okay, let me turn to part 2, so you can practice with my part 1 examples. Okay, let me turn to part 2. So today's topic is, describe an occasion when you could not use your mobile phone. So today's part 2 topic is asking you about your experience that you couldn't use your mobile phone. And my example is, a few months ago, I went traveling with my friends, and it was a bit remote place. So at the time, my mobile phone was out of service, so I couldn't use my mobile phone. So I'm going to read my example first, and I'm going to explain it further. Let me start. I would like to talk about my experience of not having used my smartphone. In fact, in my daily life, my schedule is quite hectic, so hardly do I have enough time to spend with my friends. However, a few months ago, after finishing my project in my company or school, I got some holidays, so I decided to take a trip with my friends. And as it was a bit remote place, my mobile phone was out of service, and I felt positive and negative at the same time. Firstly, it was a bit inconvenient. Because my mobile phone was out of service, I couldn't search for information that I wanted to find. Especially while taking a rest, I found myself fiddling with my phone. Fiddle with means you can touch something continuously. So I found myself fiddling with my phone. So I could realize how dependent I was on my phone. Secondly, however, I felt free from my phone. Usually I use my smartphone a lot to contact other people, and sometimes I feel very irritated of my smartphone. But at that time, not using my phone, I didn't care about my phone. So without visiting that place, I couldn't have realized my dependence on my phone. And if I have a chance, I want to leave my phone alone for a while. So as you heard, I felt positive and negative at the same time. The negative thing is usually I use my smartphone to contact people and to search for information. But at the time, as I couldn't use my phone, I couldn't search for information and I couldn't contact people. So it was a bit inconvenient. But at the time, I also felt very positive because I could feel free from my phone. So I didn't care about my phone. So I got freedom from my phone. Okay, so today's part 2 topic is your experience that you couldn't use your phone. So you can practice with my examples. Okay, let me turn to part 3. So today's part 3 topic is about mobile phone. And the first one is, do you think it is necessary to have laws on the use of mobile phones? And my answer is, no, I don't. I don't think so. In fact, using mobile phones while driving is prohibited by laws because it can cause serious accidents. But except for those cases, every use of mobile phones can't be controlled. And it should be up to individuals' discreet awareness, and they should use their mobile phone, keeping public etiquette. You know, nowadays it is not difficult to see people using their mobile phone very loudly in public places. But in fact, every use of mobile phone can't be controlled by laws. It is impossible. So people should use their mobile phone discreetly and very politely in public places. And next one is, how do you like children having mobile phones? And my answer is, usually children are still immature, so they can't control themselves. So if they are given a mobile phone, they are highly likely to be addicted to using their mobile phone, watching movies and playing games. Even children can be exposed to harmful content. So I don't think it is desirable for children to have a mobile phone early. So as you know, children are still immature, so they don't have enough self-control. So if they have the smartphone, they will play games and they will watch YouTube every day. So it will cause serious problems. So maybe they shouldn't be given smartphone early. And next one is, at what ages should children have their mobile phones? And my answer is, before turning 12 and 13 years old, children don't need to have mobile phones. However, at the age of 12 or 13 years old, they also need to make relationship with their peers. So they need a mobile phone for their social life. In addition, children in that age can be educated about the harmful effects caused by using a mobile phone too much. As you know, if children enter their primary school, they also need to make their social relationship with their classmates and peers. And without having a mobile phone, a smartphone, children can't have any relationship with their peers and classmates, because nowadays almost every student has their smartphone. So when children enter school, they also need to have their phone for their making relationship with their friends. So it is necessary, I guess. It is necessary, I guess. And the last one is, are people politer now than in the past? Are people politer now than in the past? And my answer is, in the past, as people's life was based on community, they had the sense of community and learned about respecting other people at early age. However, nowadays, people have become individualistic and they don't care about other people. So, in many cases, people show impolite and ill-mannered behaviors to other people. So, as you know, in the past, people's life was based on community and they learned about how to live with other people and how to respect other community members. But nowadays, people's life is very individualistic, so they don't care about other people. So nowadays, I guess people are very impolite than the past. Okay, so today's part 3 topic is about mobile phone. So you can memorize with my examples. Okay, so thank you for watching my video, and I'm gonna upload more useful things. And if you want to take a private lesson, private tutoring from me about IELTS, you can contact on this email address. Okay, see you next time, and thank you for watching my video. Thank you.